Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Bachelorette.
Last week, they totally skanked up New York City. So now where are they headed to? Iceland to ruin it. Alright, 3 dates. 1 group, 1 one-on-one, 1 two-on-one.
Guys, this episode was so ridiculous.
Ugh.
It was amazing. Okay, so first they had to compete to see who would win the one-on-one date. So they had to write a love poem for Allie, and
they got extra
credit
points, right?
If they included some
Icelandic words.
Yeah.
Like she would know what they were?
Yeah.
Come on. Nobody wanted to help Jesse.
He's like, it's because I'm on crutches. No one wants to help me. No. Maybe it's because you're a D-bag.
He's Lil D-Bag, the new rapper.
They can tell.
Yeah, alright, so it's poem time. First of all, what the hell did Kasey say?
No one could understand him.
If they didn't have subtitles for him, it would have been a total mystery.
The people doing the captions didn't even know what he was saying. Because at one point it was just question mark.
The only word I got out of it was chest. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he said, guard and protect your heart in
Guard and
Icelandic.
protect your chest. Alright, so the mystery guy, the one we've been speaking of, he was awful. He was just like, I forgot.
I forgot the words.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
Kirk and Frank were the best,
Blanky.
though. Blanky, yeah. He might be one of Michael Jackson's sons. Blanket. Only he's Blanky. Kirk and Frank were the best. They were like actors walking the boards up there.
No, Frank was the best. But
Frank was the best.
Kirk.
She also said that she picked Kirk because he hadn't had a one-on-one date with her yet.
Yeah,
so
he won. Okay, so the date was, it started out with shopping at the sweater shop, and I was getting really pissed off.
He was stretching those sweaters out.
He was trying on girl sweaters, and he was stretching them out for
so not
potential buyers.
Exactly.
That's not fun.
No one wants to come home with a sweater that's all stretched out.
I would be so angry if I bought one of those and it was like
I know.
effed up.
Well, they ended up in the coffee shop, and he had a little confession for her.
Well, let's just say they bought matching sweaters.
Well, yeah. I mean, why don't they just sign up for the matching tracksuits now when they're like $60 each?
Okay.
But he had a little confession in the coffee shop that left her hanging on the cliff a little bit, that he hadn't dated for almost a year.
And he's like, well, let's talk about it later.
Well, at dinner, he told her the real story about how he almost died because of mold.
Crazy.
That is crazy. I guess she felt sorry for him, and she likes him. So she gave him the rose.
This is my pick for her. I think she's going to pick him.
Well, my pick quote of the night was, I get so lost in you. That's not what a girl wants to hear.
I think you meant in her eyes, but I'm
didn't
not
say
gonna put
that.
words in your mouth. Man, you just say what you want to say.
All right, it's time for the group date. Let's leave Kirk behind. Roberto, Chris L, Chris N, Craig, Ty, and Frank, which means Kasey and Justin are going on the group date.
The 2-on-1.
Right, well, the mini group date. Kasey freaks out to Frank.
He's like, I don't know if I can do this, man. It's too much pressure.
He's finally out of the closet as a crazy person.
Well, we knew
Yeah,
that
it was
coming.
out before. All right, so on the group date, they ride these adorable freaking horses that were
They look
cuter
like
than
ponies.
the guys.
I don't know if they're just smaller in
They looked
Iceland
like
or what.
a cross between a dog and a pony. They were really cool. I loved them. They all had little puffs on their head, and they were so fluffy. Yeah, then they went spelunking down in this scary ice cave. And Frank is, like, continuing to be bummed out ever since, like, the
whole
first
group
date
situation.
ever. Yeah, I don't either. That's what's
Have
wrong
you
with
ever
this
been
show.
in that situation?
No.
Like 5-on-1?
No.
Me neither.
All right, so the
Thank
date
God.
continues at the Blue Lagoon. Yeah, it's a sexy place, and it has magical properties. It makes people want to do it. And they did. No. So Frank's continuing to freak out. I would be too if I like some guy and I heard like him giggling with some other girl like right next to me and I couldn't see them.
Yeah.
I'd be all paranoid like and thinking that they were laughing it up about me.
I don't know. But they finally had some alone time and Allie was like, I'm really disappointed that you're not giving me more attention.
You're not playing the game, Frank. You're not scratching her itch. That's why she's there. She wants to tease you. But now it's drunken rose time.
Seriously, I think she was drunk when she was giving out the rose.
Absolutely.
She's like, tonight's rose goes to
She was
Ty.
definitely slurring. She would have passed. She would not have passed the field sobriety test for sure. All right, so like you said, Ty got the rose. Ty, you need to get out of there.
Frank needs to get out of there.
And Chris L needs to get the hell out of there because those are the only decent guys left.
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, time for the 2-on-1 date. Justin, in preparation, got his cast cut off.
Just for the occasion.
He got himself a little walking boot.
Yep. So
I know
no
about
more crutches. He
All
left
right.
them in the trash.
Yeah, he put him in the trash can.
Pretty sure those are recyclable or something.
I know. What's wrong with him? He probably got arrested right after he did that. Let's explore the land of fire and ice.
So the date started out with a helicopter ride.
To the fire.
Kasey was like, I will do anything to prove my love.
Would you jump out of the helicopter right now into the volcano?
If Allie told you that she loved you more, would you jump into the volcano?
No.
If you knew you were going to die, as long as you knew that she liked you more.
I don't know, but I just realized that you're wearing a green shirt. Would you be a floating head in this video if you... Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
I know. All right, so they fly over the volcano, and I'm really surprised that Kasey didn't fall out of the helicopter. Yeah. So they land on the volcano, they walk around, they're all like, oh, this is wonderful, blah, blah, blah. So then they pile back into the helicopter, and they go to a glacier. I guess that's the ice part, because there was a little ice cave waiting for them with a ice sofa. And
that's so comfy. Oh,
I know.
My God.
That one little blanket, that throw on it was just so cozy. So Kasey reveals his tattoo.
And
that
Allie
was
like,
awkward.
thanks for being you, because now I know to get rid of you.
That is the kiss of death.
Yeah.
So it's time for the rose. And yeah, you guessed it. Justin got the rose, and she was like, get your ass to the helicopter while I dump him.
Yeah.
So she was all like, oh, yeah, you deserve someone. You're ready to fall in love. I thought...
You're not with me.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to slap her right across the face.
That would have been hilarious.
And then he was just standing there like a
that
loser.
That was so sad and small.
It was sad and small. I felt so bad for him, even though he's insane.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the cocktail party.
All right.
Frank jumps up like a crazy person and steals
stole
her away
first because he's trying to prove that he wants to be with her.
That's what she wanted.
But Frank also had one of the best moments of the show.
What's with his sexy face?
He was on his one-on-one time with Allie, and he was like making out with her or something. I don't know. And he was like,
this is the Frank look. It's like anger, disgust.
I don't know.
That's the Frank look.
That
means prepare to make out because Frank is ready.
Hilarious.
Well, Craig thought he was the little jokester.
But she was all, there's that face that I've been missing.
Anywho, Craig thought he was the little jokester. He made a pen tattoo on his arm. I have to admit, that was the funniest thing he's probably ever done in his entire life because he's a boring, dry-ass lawyer. Sorry. Or should I say liar? All right, so the boring guy actually said that somebody thought he was funny.
We're talking about Blanky right now.
Blanky. And he likes Mexican food. So does everyone.
Like, tell me something that I don't know about you. Like, what's your guilty pleasure? And he's like, I like Mexican food. It was so...
Everybody loves Mexican food.
I don't remember what season it was, but when that girl was like, I love bears.
I hate Luke.
Just all types of bears.
Yes. Sorry, I can't contain myself. It was such the best episode ever. All right, so it's time for the rose ceremony. But first, a little interview by Chris Harrison.
I love Chris Harrison's facial expressions.
I know.
He was like...
Allie, what are you afraid of? Chris Harrison, are you freaking joking? Did you see the cast of jokers that is left? All right. So, Frank gets the first rose, followed by Chris L., Roberto, and Craig. Yeah, do the math. It's mystery guy Blanky. He's going home.
A.K.A. Chris N.
He was a little torn up. Very little.
He was like, I'm so at a loss for words right now.
Really?
That's got to be a familiar feeling for him.
I think so. And he was like, this is the worst pain anyone can ever endure.
I don't know. He should have passed it along to
Kasey,
because Kasey loves physical
I think
pain.
Kasey might have been waiting in the limousine for him, and maybe they could go fall in love together. No, I don't know.
They both need rebounds, so you
exactly.
Never know.
Next time, oh my God, is Istanbul, Turkey ready for these jokers? I sure hope so, because somebody's gonna end up in jail.
Yep.
All right, so till next week. Much love.